For generations, ladies and gentlemen, child-rearing experts have been suspicious or negative about the instincts and authority of parents. Mack makes the case that a new culture has extended its control to the public schools, a culture based on relativism, egalitarianism, sexual diversity, a therapeutic view of the world, and hostility to family, authority, and religion. I hope you understand the far-reaching consequences of what I'm telling you. From the article, ladies and gentlemen, in U.S. News and World's Report, like a submarine slowly surfacing, this set of attitudes is becoming more visible each day as an official school ideology that nobody has ever voted for. In their franker moments, many educators admit that their real business is social transformation, socialism, exactly as I've been telling you for years. In her book, Ed School Follies, about the dominant philosophy at schools of education, Rita Kramer quotes the acting dean of the University of Texas Ed School. You can't not use the schools as the agencies of social change. It's too convenient. Can you imagine? Most of us would settle for schools that skip all the social transformation and just concentrate on teaching children how to read and write and do the things that they need to do to succeed and be good citizens in this country. It turns out that the modern touchy-feely, effective curriculum aimed at improving self-esteem or getting children to think about themselves. I've never known a child in my life who wasn't most of the time thinking about themselves. This tends to crowd out actual learning. And that's putting it mildly. But that's what he says in this article. The truth is, it completely replaces actual learning, and that's why many of our high school graduates, and when I say many, I'm talking about a lot, can't even write a simple paragraph. And a great many of them cannot even read. The new ideology is heavily anti-achievement as well, sometimes actively hostile to brighter students because excelling is regarded as elitist, illiberal, and anti-democratic. Better to stay dumb, fit in, and feel good about yourself. See, that's what socialism does, destroys the individual. In the media, parental objections to all this usually come under the heading of condoms, school prayer, and, of course, that old bugaboo, the religious right. But behind the media screen, parents of all political stripes are getting the message, and pressure is building. Building, ladies and gentlemen, to a dangerous level. Alan Wolf, one of our best public intellectuals, reviewed the Dana Mack book in the New Republic and didn't much like it. But he agreed with the central message. In his well-off suburb, he said, friends and neighbors are shopping around for our alternatives to the public schools because of the school's anti-intellectualism and hostility to parents and individualism. If social trends can be proclaimed based on my personal experience, he wrote, suburban public schools are about to face the same precipitous declines in enrollment suffered by urban ones. This is just one indicator that the problem is not a regional, conservative, or religious one. You see, unhappiness with the social transformers in our schools is national, ladies and gentlemen, and it's growing. I would not destroy the minds of my children by putting them in any public school in this country today. Private school, maybe, but I would have to check it out thoroughly. I would have to visit and sit and listen to the lessons. I would have to meet the teachers socially and probe their minds for their true thinking and their true political agenda and their true feelings about socialism versus freedom and natural rights. I homeschool my children, and they are bright and smart They have tremendous self-esteem and they feel good about themselves. And they can accomplish things that children who attend public school will never accomplish. My daughter, Pooh, was reading when she was 3 years old. Then she took a little hiatus during the year that she was 4 and pretended that she couldn't read or she forgot how to read. And then at 5 she picked it up just as if nothing had happened. And now you can give her any book off of any library shelf. She's 7 years old, and she could read better than most college graduates. And that is the truth. She is polite, well-mannered, but not coward and not fearful. She is confident, and she will succeed. She understands the principles and foundations upon which this nation was based. She knows about the Constitution and about freedom and about the Bill of Rights. And there's not anybody in this world that will ever destroy that for her. If you have your children in a public school, ladies and gentlemen, you are endangering their mind, their sanity, and their very lives. And you may be condemning them to a life of slavery under a socialist, New World totalitarian order. Because the public schools are teaching them that that's what must happen.